Good Monday morning to everybody. This is Miss Oldag. I decided to try to go online and do a quick lesson with y'all. This is going to be lesson 2.3 in our book. We're going to be talking about writing numerical expressions today. And we're going to start on page 66 with the Think and Grow, Write and Interpret Expressions. So go ahead and turn to that page. I'm going to use the click-through example. As you know, there are errors on this program, and Miss Oldag's still learning how to use it, but hopefully this will be helpful to you. So the first one we're going to do is the example at the top of the page. It says, write the words as an expression. And we're going to divide 10 by the difference of 9 and 4. And it says to remember to include the parentheses. So the first part of the expression says divide 10 by, so here we say 10 divided by the difference of 9 and 4. And if you remember, difference, the word difference means that we're going to be subtracting. So it's going to be the difference of 9 and 4, so 9 minus 4. We keep it in this order, 9 and 4. So the numerical expression is 10 divided by 9 minus 4. This implies that we always do what's in the parentheses first. So first what we're going to do is subtract 9 minus 4, you get 5. So basically it would be 10 divided by 5. That's the first example on that page. The second example looks like this. It says write the words as an expression, then interpret the expression. Add 54 and 97, then multiply by 2. So first we're going to add 54 plus 97. Notice they put it in parentheses. We're going to take that whole thing and we're going to multiply it by 2. So the numerical expression is 54 plus 97 times 2. And remember, guys, at any point, if you need to stop the video to write stuff down or rewind it to get something, feel free to do that. Now let's go on to the Show and Grow. I said let's go on to the Show and Grow. Hopefully it will load here. I apologize. It's having trouble. Okay, guys. This is not what I wanted. I don't want to start over, so I'm just going to keep going with it, and hopefully this will load. This happens quite frequently in class. All right, here we go. Show and Grow. I can do it. Wow, really apologize. I do not know what it's doing. I'm trying to do this on my personal computer, so I practiced last night and it worked. So here we go. Let's hit start. Okay, number one. Number one says to multiply 8 and 5, then divide by 4. So we're going to have the expression. We're going to use the parentheses. 8 times 5, and then we go with the end parentheses. Oop, and that's not how you do it. 8 times 5 divided by 4. 8 times 5 divided by 4. Let's try the next one. It says multiply the sum of 14 and 18 by 4. So it starts off with, it says multiply, but we're going to multiply the sum of 14 and 18 by 4. So what we need to do is get the sum of 14 and 18. Sum means add. And we're going to multiply that times 4. This is to enter the words as an expression. So it says multiply 3 by the sum of 12 and 3. So we're going to say 3 times the sum of, that means add, 12 and 3. Oops, I keep doing that. I think if I just go on the outside. There we go. Multiply 3 by the sum of 12 and 3. That means we add 12 plus 3, whatever we get, we multiply that times 3. So it would be 15 times 3, 45. Subtract 30 from 50, then divide by 10. So it's not 30 minus 50, it would be 50 minus 30. So we say 50 minus 30. Get that. And we divide what we have by 10. So 50 minus 30, which would be 20, and then divide that by 10, we get 2. Like I said, if you need to go back at any time, you can do that. Or stop the video. All right, turning on to page 67 now. We're going to enter the words as an expression. It says add 238 and 12, then multiply by 3. And it, really we can just follow the order that it says on this one. We add these two numbers together, and then whatever we get, we multiply that by 3. And notice we're using parentheses a lot. So we've got 238 plus 12. And Miss Oldag forgot to put the parentheses. I knew that was going to happen. And we're going to get that, whatever we get, we're going to multiply it by 3. So 238 plus 12 times 3. So the value of the expression is 3 times the sum of 238 and 12. So it says subtract 15 from 60, then divide by 9. So it's telling us straight up what to do. So we have 60 minus 15. We get that, and then we get that difference, and we divide that difference by 9. So it would be the value of the expression is the difference, 60 minus 15, divided by 9. I know I'm moving through pretty quickly, but you may stop it. Multiply 5 by the difference of 25 and 20. So we can do this in a couple of different orders. I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to go with the order it's in. And we're going to say 25 minus 20. Multiply 5 by the difference. I got carried away there. Here we go. Multiply 5 by the difference of 25 and 20. Add the product of 60 and 4 to the product of 5 and 4. So product means we're going to be multiplying. And we're going to have two different products, and we're going to add those two together. So we're going to get the product of 60 and 4, and we're going to add that to the product of 5 and 4. Write the expressions in words. So something 13 to the something of 4 and 6. You notice we're adding. So we're going to add 13 to the what of 4 and 6. What's happening here? You might think we're going to say to the multiply of 4 and 6, but it's actually to the product of 4 and 6 because that's the answer you get when you do multiply. Blank the blank of 4 and 8 by 2. So obviously we're dividing, so we're going to divide the sum of 4 and 8 by 2. You could also say the sum of 4 and 8 divided by 2. There's more than one way you can say some of these. All right, Newton has $20. He spent $4 on lunch and $13 at the store. Write an expression to represent the situation. All right, so he started out with 20 bucks, but he's going to spend some of that. So that's going to be subtraction. So he's going to spend it on two different things. We need to add those two things together. So he's going to spend it on $4 for lunch, and then he went and spending on $13 at the store. Whatever he started with 20, and then we subtract from that how much he spent on lunch and at the store. So I think this will let me look for keywords. Look for keywords when you're trying to decide which operation to use or which operation they're talking about. So if it says sum, we're talking about addition. If it says difference, we're talking about subtraction. If it says product, we're talking about multiplication. If it says the quotient, we're talking about division. There are other keywords, but those are some of the basic ones that go with operations. Again, you can stop this if you need to. All right, enter the words as an expression. So we're going to add 9 to the sum of 21 and 26. So excuse me, 21 and 6. So add, add, add. It's all adding, isn't it? So we're going to add 9 to the sum of 21 and 6. Now, because it's all addition, we can use the commutative property of addition. Not the commutative property, the associative property of addition. Actually, we could use either one, but we could just change the grouping. So does it change our answer if we add 9 to 21 first and then add 6? And no, it doesn't change our answer. It also doesn't change our answer if we change the order, but we're not going to do that. All right. So this is Think and Grow Modeling Real Life. We're on page 68. I'm going to do the click-through example instead of trying to play the video. All right, so it says, on your turn of a word game, you draw the card shown and create the word math. Your word score is the sum of the points of the letters you use. How many points do you earn on your turn? We're going to write an expression. So we have the word math, and here you can say the M is worth 3, the A is worth 1 point, the T is worth 1 point, and the H is worth 4 points. So we're going to add those together. Add the 3 plus the 1 plus the 1 plus the 4. And because you also got the triple your word score, you can multiply that all by 3. So we wrote it as expression. It would be 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. All of that times 3. You earn 3 times as many points as the value of your word score because you got that triple your word score. So we can go ahead and add 3 plus 1 plus 4. 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 is 9. 9 times 3. And as we all know, that's 27. So you can earn 27 points on your turn. Let's go ahead and go on to number 14. You make 2 batches of fruit salad. How many cups of fruit do you use in all? So that means everything here has got to be multiplied or by 2, or so you could say 2 times 2, 2 times 1.5, 2 times 2.5, 2 times 1, and then add it all up. This is the distributive property. Or you could add them all up and then multiply what you get by 2, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say 2 times, and I'm going to get my parentheses. I'm going to move this hopefully where I can see it. So I've got 2 cups of strawberries plus 1, I'm learning how to do this. I think this is it. And a half. Oh, that's not it. 1.5 cups of blueberries plus, nope. Let's see, plus, there we go. 2.5 cups of grapes plus 1 cup of pineapple. So that's what I would prefer. I think in my mind it's easier to just add up all of the amounts first and then double that. So if you add this all together, you get 2 plus 1 is 3, and then you have another 1, that's 4, and then 2 more, that's 6, and then these halves together make a whole. So now you have 7 cups of fruit. And when we double that, hold on a second, that equals 14 cups of fruit. All right, a customer places an online order for a video game that costs $49 and 3 books that each cost $12. Shipping costs $6. What is the total cost? All right, so we've got this video game that's just a video game, and we're going to add to that the cost of 3 books that are $12 each. So I'm going to group that together as 3 times 12. And then, remember we talked about shipping the other day. Thankfully, you only have to pay 1 shipping fee. You don't have to pay the shipping for every item you do, just for overall 1 item. If you multiply 3 times 12, you get 36. If you add 49 plus 36 plus 6, that should, equal, if I'm figuring this right, $91. If I'm wrong, don't sue me. Pretty sure about that. Let me check that. Yeah, $91. That's the total cost of the order. All right, so let's go a little bit deeper. Now we're going to be thinking about some, let's see, division here. We have 8 students that are using together 2 sets of 52 cards to play a game. The cards are divided equally among the players. Now obviously we know we've got division going on. How many cards does each player get? So first we're going to start with the idea we have 2 sets of 52. So that's how many cards we have. And then we're going to take those cards and we're going to divide them among the 8 students. And that's going to tell us how many each student gets. When we do that calculation, 2 times 52 is 104. 104 divided by 8 is 13. So each student gets 13 cards. All right, now your homework is page 69 and page 70. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to, well, in some way I'm going to try to get those answers together, and I'm going to put them on Google Classroom so you can check your answers. You know I trust you to not just copy them, because if you just copy the stuff, doesn't help you. But I would like you to be able to check your answers, particularly since I'm asking you to take your test at home this week as well. I want you to be able to check, a chance to check your answers. So like I said, the homework for this lesson is page 69 and page 70, and I will do my best to upload the answers to you. And I hope this video is very helpful to you, and I hope it recorded. And I hope you have a great day.